Wonderful time to spend together, and I always do love it. It is just so wonderful, and spending time with you is just so fabulous, so fabulous. It is mixes the highlight of my day, really. It is definitely the highlight of my day. Hey again, Yaima, lovely to see you. Welcome in. Beautiful to see you. Fabulous. Lovely to see you all coming in. How are we doing? Are we having a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whichever it might be? Love it. It's just is amazing, that we can just connect from all over the world. It is so fabulous. It really is. It is just amazing. Always blows me away. It does. Hello, Howard, my darling. Lovely to see you. How are you doing? Wonderful. Oh, love that, Jerry. Thank you. That is so wonderful to hear that it's your favorite session of the week. That just brings me such joy to hear that. I love it. I do love it. It really does. And I'm just trying to find my notes. They're here somewhere. I know I did them. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I did these early in the week, and I had all the blends in that all ready to load up to Linktree, and instead I went and sat outside in the sunshine and read, and had a little wee nap while I was out there, because it was the summer sun, the winter sun is just so hot at the moment. It's like the middle of summer, so you sit out there and you start reading, and then your eyes just start closing. It's like, ay. So then I had other things to do and get organised, and then I thought, right, I'll just go and sit out there for another couple of minutes before we start. And it was still, the clouds were coming across a bit more, I love looking at the clouds. That's part of my pareidolia, where you can see things in the clouds. Pareidolia is when you see things in inanimate objects, sort of, paintings, pictures, leaves, clouds, all those sorts of things. And I always see amazing things in clouds. I saw today when I was sitting out there a foot with the big toe and all little toes, and then it sort of morphed into a wolf, which was really quite cool. It's just wonderful. I love it. Oh, fabulous, Howard. I'm so glad you were looking forward to this all day. That is brilliant. See, you guys just make my day. It's wonderful. Yes, probably did. And my friend is over there at the moment. Her brother died, and she had to race over there to deal with the funeral and all that. She doesn't like the hot. It's like 35 degrees and something like that, and it's like, oh. She's looking forward to getting home. But I told her it's much nowhere near 35 degrees here, but it's very, very warm for the middle of winter. It really is. Hello, Saber, my darling. Lovely to see you too. Fabulous. 2 wonderful teachers already in the house. And if you haven't seen them or heard of them before, they offer so much beautiful stuff. So follow Saber and follow Yaima as well. Yes, Shapes in the Clouds. Yeah. Cool. I would love to see that, Howard. You'll have to send it to me. Wonderful. I love things like that. I really do. Hello, Maribel. So lovely to see you too. Um, we have heating here, but not cooling. We've got heating in this house. The downstairs doesn't work. The upstairs bedroom, well, the system is the upstairs bedroom heats upstairs and the bedroom's downstairs, but it doesn't heat the lounge or anything like that. Yes, do please, Howard. And but in the summertime we have massive French doory type things that can just open up, and we don't need air conditioning really, because it's always, because we live by the sea, we always get an afternoon breeze, and that can be annoying sometimes, but it can be also beautiful in the summertime, which is fabulous. Yeah, wonderful. I've got my tea here, my beautiful lung blend tea. Ow, that was hot. I think it might be too hot to have a sip. I will have a sip in a minute. Fabulous. Peacock ore and grapefruit. Who's heard of peacock ore before? I'm sure you've all heard of grapefruit. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's lovely. It's we have a big volcano in the middle of the ocean that is, we can see fabulously. And I sent Jerry a picture of it, and it's just beautiful. We're about 800 meters from the ocean, but there are quite a few houses in front of us as well, and up a hill. So it sort of feels, the times that it feels like we're that close is when it's windy and we get salt on our windows. So yeah, but yes, we do. We have a big volcano in the middle of our ocean. It's called Rangitoto, and it's an amazing. I've been over there. I've walked over there. It's a fabulous place to visit if you ever come here. And excuse me, choking on anything that's in my mouth. Yeah, it's just a fabulous spot. And they say it'll blow one day, but I think I'll be long dead before that happens. I don't think it'll happen in the next 1,000 years probably. But, you know, who knows? I might stay. I might be that. I might stay alive for 1,000 years. Oh, no thanks. That wouldn't be fun, I don't think. I really don't think so. All right, peacock ore. This is peacock ore. Look at that. Isn't it just beautiful? You've never heard of it before? Yeah, yeah. I only came across it fairly a couple of years ago, probably. Let me turn the torch onto it, because I'll just turn this around for a wee bit, because it shows you all the little goldy inclusions and things like that in it. You can see the let me hold this and I can get it closer. And yeah, it's hard to do it, but it's lots of rainbow colors, lots and lots of rainbow colors. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love that, Howard. Right, we're on. Let's see if we can do that, Howard. Shall we? Let's see if we can do that. Right. You might be able to hear me better now if I turn the microphone back around. Excellent. Excellent. That's a challenge, isn't it? That's a challenge. Fabulous. Peacock ore and grapefruit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful connection. You know, there's lots of crystals that ground us into the earth. Some soothe us like a beautiful stream, you know, running beside us. Some encourage really deep introspection and contemplation. But peacock ore, it's not one of those. It's definitely not one of those crystals. Peacock ore is a celebration. That's how I see it. It is a beautiful celebration. There's all sorts going on in it, and it is much better under the light. But I should get a light up here somewhere that I could poke it down on and see it. It is that crystal that is the equivalent of sunlight. But it's like that. It's a crystal like the sunlight breaking through clouds, or of a rainbow appearing when least expected. And maybe if you look at it personally, it's maybe you're remembering that life. We live this life, and sometimes we just go through it. We don't actually live it. And this crystal just helps you remember to that life is meant to be lived, rather than just endured. So it is a beautiful crystal for that. When you first see it, if you have not seen it, I want that light on it again because that is just so lovely. When you need the things in the way. When you see it, that's all those beautiful rainbowy colors and things. Yeah, I might get that. I might look at one of those. Yes, yeah, I might, because I think that would really work well with the crystals. It would be fabulous. Yes, yeah. I will do that. Yes, lots of beautiful rainbow colors, golds, pink, greens, browns, all sorts in it. You get captivated by those colors. Like on this side, it is just beautifully. If I can get this, if the sun would come out, this side is just stunning with the way it shines and with the colors in it. It's got electric blues, it's got radiant purples, it's got flashes of gold. What else has it got in it? Magenta, turquoise, all sorts of colours. Iridescent greens. The greens, those iridescent greens, they just like dance on the surface of the crystal. They really do. So does the gold in it. It's a magical crystal. It really is. And it's almost too magical to be real. It is just delightful. It absolutely is. And I'm just going to take a picture of... Oh no, I'll get it. I'll look at the chat afterwards, just so I can remember to try and look at it for a different light. I feel like that is its first teaching too, that it's magic. Oh, that's nice, but it's still hot. And magic is wonderful. It often exists right in front of us. We just need to know how to look for it. And Peacock ore just reminds us that beautiful colours and iridescence in it, that transformation is not all about being heavy and difficult. Transformation can be magical. And Peacock ore can help with that. Absolutely. Our growth can arrive, spiritual growth and all that can arrive through joy, not hardship and difficulty, through curiosity and creativity and wonder. It is a beautiful crystal. You just sit here and stare at it and you get so much out of it. Hello, Eliyahu. Wonderful, another fabulous teacher. Welcome. Thank you for doing that. Wonderful. This is the crystal we're looking at, Eliyahu, and it is a peacock ore. And if I had some sunlight in here, the clouds have come out. If I had some sunlight in here, you would see it so much better. Ore, O-R-E, peacock ore, yeah. Yes, yeah, yep. Almost like the aura crystals, but that's vaporizing metals on it. Yes, exactly. Yep, we will get to that. Hello, Sarah. I do have a flashlight, and it does show it a little bit. but I think I'll look into getting a ring light or something like that to clip up here so that we can see it better. So since I do these all the time, there is beautiful. Yes, it is, Sarah. It is, absolutely. They are just majestic animals, aren't they? Or birds. They really are. They really are. There is absolutely something playful. It's all about magic, and it's playful. It's a really playful stone. And that playful wisdom is really, really deep inside it. It understands that our healing as well doesn't occur through all that seriousness all the time. And yes, it does, but not always. Sometimes we heal much faster through laughter and joy and all that, through creativity, through rediscovering wonder. Our world is a wonderful place, and you just, even look around you in your own room and look at the wonder. It's fabulous. Many people will describe peacock ore as carrying that energy of optimism without naivety, and it doesn't deny all the life challenges. We have those challenges and we go through those challenges, but it just helps us to not let that be our entire story. And that's what I love about it. And I think that's why I got it a couple of years ago, because as many of you know, I've been going through challenges for the last nearly 5 years now. And it is, it's just, we have to look for the wonder and joy and laughter. And that gets us out of that feeling that those challenges, those growth spurts, those transformations that are not, they can explode through that laughter. It's fabulous. You've been in the presence of an elf. Oh, okay. Interesting. It would be absolutely amazing. Oh, yes, yeah, absolutely. It probably does. Wonderful. Thank you, Eliahu. You have an amazing night. Historically, peacock ore was valued primarily because of its copper content rather than its absolute beauty. And this is what Jerry was talking about. Ancient civilizations mined bornite as a really important copper ore. And then using it in tools and trade and later metallurgy, that's sort of how it sort of came about. It's more modern metaphysical popularity, I guess you'd say, has emerged much more since collectors became absolutely fascinated by all its remarkable iridescent colours. And these colours lead to many spiritual practitioners to associate the stone with higher consciousness and energetic awakening and just personal transformation. Its peacock ore is actually its nickname, and that's what Jerry was sort of pointing out before. And it comes from its resemblance to that beautiful plumage of the peacock. And those birds, as Sarah was saying, they're so symbolic. Those birds have long been the symbols of beauty, renewal, vision, and spiritual awakening in cultures all around the world. And in Hindu cultures and traditions, peacocks are often associated with divine wisdom and transformation as well. And in lots of mystical traditions, the peacock symbolizes the ability to transform what they call poison into beauty, the difficulty into wisdom, and experience into spiritual growth. But yes, I liked that, to transform poison into beauty. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And these symbolisms that they all have align beautifully with the peacock oar's energetic reputation. It's fabulous. Varieties. So the peacock oar that you see today, that you will see sold today, falls into two categories. You've got that bornite that Jerry has talked about. That's a natural bornite. It develops the iridescent colors through oxidation process. I think that's what you said, didn't you, Jerry? And that's occurring naturally on its surface. The second is the that's what you said, the calcopyrite. Yep, weathering. And that has been artificially treated with acid to create the similar rainbow colors. So the material is also commonly sold. That second one, the calcopyrite, is also commonly sold as peacock ore. So yeah. Energetically, many practitioners will work with both of them, the bornite and the calcopyrite. And though natural bornite tends to be considered the more traditional variety, colors definitely can vary significantly between the specimens. Some lean much heavier toward the blues and the purples, while others have the much more vibrant golds, pinks and greens. Mine has a little pink in it, but mostly the gold and the green in mine. There's a smidgen of pink in it, depending on which way you look at it. But each piece is beautiful. It's, they become almost like little miniature rainbow landscapes. They are lovely, absolutely lovely. I do love it. I have it where I can look at it all day. Now, peacock ore is neither quartz, agate, feldspar. Bornite belongs to the sulfide mineral group. Hello, CG, another beautiful teacher. Fabulous. All these wonderful teachers coming in. Make sure you follow them all, because we're all so very different. I love it. So yeah, it belongs to the sulfide mineral group. And this then places it alongside minerals formed through entirely different geological processes than many crystals commonly used and seen in and around your world. Its metallic nature contributes to its beautiful, distinctive, energetic feeling. So unlike the steady and structured energy of quartz, a peacock ore tends to feel much more dynamic, much more fluid too, and it's constantly shifting, which is really quite cool too. Its metallic nature is what contributes to its energetic feeling too. So we have, unlike the and that is just beautiful. It's beautiful, ever-changing colors mirror that energetic theme of transformation. It's delightful. I've got my lung tea. It's beautiful, beautiful. Now, where it comes from. Natural bornite is found throughout the world, actually, including Peru and Mexico, the United States, Canada, Chile, Australia, Kazakhstan, Namibia, the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's there too. It's in lots of places. Hi, Sherry. Did I say hello to you before, or have you just come in? Oh no, it was Sarah. I knew there was an S. Hello, Sherry. Lovely to see you again. You just came in, yeah. Many of these vibrant specimens are seen in crystal collections originate from the copper-rich mining regions, and that's where bornite occurs alongside the chalcopyrite as well, and then other copper minerals, and its association with copper-rich environments is significant because copper itself has long been associated with conductivity and energy flow and communication. So it is all wrapped up in this beautiful wee crystal. Peacock ore is only about a 3 to a, I would only say 3 to 3.25. So basically a 3 on the hardness scale, the Mohs hardness scale. So that makes it very soft, especially compared to quartz or things like that. So it scratches easily, which doesn't really matter with my raw one. If you have a polished one, you might want to be very careful with it. It loves still to be handled, but do it in a nice, kind of gentle way. Oh, fabulous, Jerry. That's so cool. Yes, I agree, Sherry. Isn't it beautiful that we can do that? Absolutely. Um, because its colors actually exist largely on the surface of the crystal, any rough treatment of it will gradually diminish its iridescent appearance. So this one I sit and watch and look at mostly. This one I don't pick up and carry around with me as much, because it's just delightful to sit and watch, like a candle meditation. I can just sit and watch this one and just go to another place, because it just has that beautiful energy about it. Bornite is a copper iron sulfide mineral. So its chemical formula is Cu5Fes4. I think that's copper iron sulfide. And copper plays a major role in its transformation, and it contributes significantly to its appearance and its energetic symbolism. Many metaphysical traditions associate copper with energy conduction, which I mentioned before, movement and connection. And so this absolutely mirrors Peacock ore's beautiful reputation as a crystal that can help move stagnant energy and then encourage flow. So it's delightful. I love it. It's magical. It is. This one is truly magical. Peacock ore often possesses a metallic texture, and it does. You can see it on it, and which feels quite noticeably different from other smoother stones. So even though this is rough and raw, it still feels so much different to a quartz or an agate, and its surface if you look at it long enough, can almost appear liquid, almost. Definitely under certain lighting. So if I had proper lighting here, you might see that. And its colours shift and change, especially depending on the way you look at it. So you can sit and look at it one way, and then the next day you'll get something totally different out the other way, which is fabulous. And yours is raw too. I love that, Sherry. Yeah. Yes, Jerry. Yeah. Absolutely. You're onto it. You can add all the things that I don't say and all the things I do. It's often easier to see things written down too, definitely. Its structure is you did. Good on you. I'm glad you did that. That just adds for everyone too, which is beautiful. Its crystal structure is generally massive rather than forming large distinct crystals. Many of the pieces display a rugged and raw, like this natural appearance that contrasts with their vibrant colors, and that combination creates quite an interesting symbolic lesson, which is beneath all our life's rough edges often lives extraordinary beauty. Don't you believe it? It's fabulous. And if I was to describe peacock ore, its energy in one phrase, for me it would be awakened energy. And that's not that superficial happiness. It's not forced. It's beautiful, just clear crystal joy. And it's that kind that emerges when you connect with your authentic self. It's that beautiful joy. Hello, my darling Carrie. So wonderful to see you too. All these beautiful friends coming in. Wonderful. I'm so blessed. Peacock ore definitely encourages movement after stagnation, creativity after burnout, hope after disappointment, expression after suppression, and its energy just feels expansive, colourful, absolutely colourful and alive. It really is. You can sometimes when you look at it, touch it, and notice it, it'll help you reconnect with all those possibilities that maybe you've forgotten existed, and it tells you to not to dwell on what has been lost. Peacock ore encourages curiosity about what there is still to be discovered, which is lovely. In metaphysical traditions, peacock ore is associated with energetic revitalization, creativity, which I've already mentioned, optimism, emotional renewal. It is frequently chosen by individuals experiencing periods of exhaustion, self-doubt, creative stagnation, if you're a creative person and there's just nothing happening, because its energy just encourages movement, and then by doing that you can see fresh perspective. Emotionally, peacock ore reminds us that healing is not necessarily about releasing the pains. It's about reclaiming your joy. If you can reclaim your joy, that definitely helps healing in many ways. And sometimes we become so focused on what needs fixing that we forget to nurture what is already so magically beautiful. Energetically, it is often described as helping dissolve heaviness, restoring enthusiasm. It encourages exploration, self expression, and openness to new experiences, which is wonderful. I love that. Spiritually, peacock ore is very much viewed as the stone of awakening. It helps people expand beyond their limitations and just recognize that transformation is not something reserved for rare moments. It's an ongoing process, and peacock ore just helps you participate in it more consciously. It's connected in the chakras. Peacock ore is actually often described as a stone that works with the entire chakra system because of its rainbow colors. And those rainbow colors mirror the spectrum of the chakra colors themselves. Ever ongoing process. Absolutely, Carrie. Absolutely. Don't ever think it's stopped. You will continue to keep growing and changing and transforming into something magical and beautiful, and then you'll continue again. But its strongest connection is the third eye. Just because of its ability to expand awareness and encourage new perspectives, it helps a lot of people beyond those rigid thinking patterns and helps them see possibilities that maybe they have overlooked at times. It also resonates quite deeply with the crown chakra because of its spiritual. Me too, Carrie, me too. I love your unicorns. I've just been reading in a magazine that is all about the supernatural and all sorts of things, and I've just read the pages on dragons and unicorns. It was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Yes, so the crown chakra. Thank you, Carrie. It encourages that spiritual expansion, a sense of connection too that is greater than yourself, and its iridescent colors naturally just bring out that higher consciousness and expanded perception. The throat chakra, I mean, it covers them all pretty much, but the throat chakra is probably another important connection. Because peacock ore encourages authentic expression, and you can, if you're working with your throat chakra, then you'll find you'll communicate your ideas better. Creativity and your personal truth will just be so much easier when you work with a stone. And the solar plexus is the other one I thought I would mention because peacock ore, it helps restore confidence and motivation and enthusiasm, especially during those times of self-doubt. And a lot of practitioners, they refer to peacock ore as a rainbow bridge crystal because it seems to encourage that beautiful energetic communication between multiple chakra centers. That just got quite loud. Simultaneously. So, yeah. So how do you work with it? How do you work with peacock ore? It's definitely a beautiful companion during periods of personal transformation. If you feel stuck or uninspired or just uncertain about your direction, then spending time with this crystal can just serve as a beautiful reminder that Possibilities always exist. They always do. If you're a creative person, then peacock ore is beautiful to have in the space where you do your creativity. Beautiful in all sorts of workspaces, actually, because it's vibrant energy, those beautiful colors in it, absolutely amazingly beautiful colors in it. Just absolutely encourages imagination. That's the word I'm looking for. Imagination and innovation as well. Writers, artists, musicians, they all love its playful nature. And it's lovely to have it beside you when you are doing any of those things. Meditation. It is, like I said, I like using this one as if I was doing a candle meditation. So I can sit and stare at it, and it can take me to all sorts of places, which depending on what place I'm in at the time, and it's fabulous. It helps you shift your perspectives, and rather than actually focusing on the problems, because there's too many of those, it encourages that exploration of opportunities and hidden possibilities and that sort of thing. So it takes you out of yourself. Keeping it in a living space, that's where I keep mine, is a beautiful symbolic reminder that beauty just often emerges through transformation. And it's like its colors, they have come through that oxidation and change, and our own growth often comes through our challenges that we go through, which is quite beautiful. And it's hard at the time when you're doing it, but it is quite beautiful. Oh, wonderful, Yaima. That energy is going out. It's beautiful. I love that, Yaima. That is fabulous. The archetypes. The archetypes are the universal sort of patterns of human experience that appear through mythology and through psychology, through storytelling and beautiful hearts, and spiritual traditions. And they're not specific people as such, they are energies. They are roles and ways of being that exist within us all, actually. And you've got examples like the sage and the healer, the warrior. I'm just transposing some, I'm getting AI to transpose my written things about my shoulder, and even it commented, oh, it's fabulous how AI comments on things, and you don't even ask them to. It commented that at the bottom of each of my days of writing, when I was going through my shoulder surgery, that I put at the bottom, I am a warrior. So at that point in time, that's the archetype I had in me. I am the warrior, the creator. And at the moment, Yaima has been the creator. And hey, Jen, no, beautiful, Jen. Just on time, perfect. Do you have your crystal? So when we work with a crystal, we often find that it resonates, of course, it resonates strongly with a certain archetypical energy. And so when you understand those archetypes, then it helps you to connect and understand the lessons that the crystal may be encouraging within our lives. So this is my one, Jen. All the beautiful. Mine's got more of the golds and the greens in it. Not as much rainbow going on in mine, But yes. So the strongest archetype that is associated with peacock ore is the alchemist. And you guessed it, didn't you? You knew I was going to say that. I know you knew I was going to say that. The alchemist transforms ordinary experiences into wisdom and possibility. And so the peacock ore, it transforms beautiful, simple minerals into an amazing display of colors. It really does. And the alchemist transforms challenges into growth. And that comes from the crystal as well. It is the creator, and you knew I was going to say that too, didn't you? The creator archetype is very strongly present because peacock ore encourages imagination, innovation, and self-expression. And it just reminds us that we are constantly creating our lives through choices, beliefs, and actions. The Bornite, let me go back up here. The Bornite, mine's the Bornite, if that helps. And where did I have it? The calcopyrite has more blues and greens and purples, and less of the golds and more of the blues and the purples, and less of the greens and the gold is so if it's bornite, it will have naturally more of the gold and the greens, and less of the and then the calcopyrite will have more purples and blues. So actually you were wrong. What were you wrong about, Jerry? So yours is the calcopyrite. Yeah. Calcopyrite. And so you don't seem to have the bornite. Yeah. So if it's more blues and purples, yeah, definitely send some pics. Then it's connected to the visionary as well, because it's which is a beautiful, powerful archetype that is connected to the stone beautifully. And the visionary is about seeing possibilities before they fully emerge. Peacock ore just encourages people to dream beyond their current limitations, and just imagine new futures. If you're going through something, just dream, and write those dreams down. Put them in writing, and you can go back to them later and go, hey, yes, that happened. So it's beautiful. And then it is the joy bringer archetype. And because of what I've been saying all through this live so far, it brings out that joy, that magic, that wonder, celebration, and gratitude too. And it also understands that joy. See, a lot of people think that joy is very frivolous, but it's not. And peacock ore understands that joy is a source of power. It really is. It's amazing what joy can do, and it is a very strong sense of power. It is absolutely. So if you want something powerful in your life, create joy. Now, peacock ore does contain the copper and the sulfur compounds, obviously. So don't put it in water. It doesn't like it. Some crystals do, but it doesn't. But as I've always said, you can set it beside your cup of tea, your bottle of water, a blend you're making, a diffuser you're you have going and smelling. And those things will take on the peacock ore's energy. It really will. I did it last week after this lesson. I had my my merlinite dendritic opal beside some blends I made, and just the beautiful energy that comes out of that now. It's amazing. It is definitely best appreciated visually. It doesn't like being touched all the time. So on other crystals, you'll see me holding them all the time. This one does not like that. Definitely do it meditatively though. But don't, when you're doing it meditatively, put it on your desk or on your lap even. It doesn't like being handled a lot. And because it's so soft, it has to be, it loves protection. So protect it, give it that energy, and it will give it right back to you too. Energetically, some people do find peacock ore a little bit, well, it can be highly stimulating. It can. And if you're already feeling very energetically overwhelmed, still use it. Absolutely still use it. But put a smoky quartz, a black tourmaline, or a hematite beside it, just to balance it out. And that's fine. You manhandling yours at the moment. Yeah, and it's interesting. See, I've got that beautiful gigantic crystal there. You see this one, which I've showed you a few times, and we probably will do this one. This is huge. It is heavy, but this one loves being handled. I pick it up and just, but the peacock ore just, it sends off that vibe that I'm here for you, and I will give you that joy and that wonder and that magic. But you don't actually need to hold me to get it. And it's a very special one. It's very special. It likes its own space. Now, peacock ore, it just reminds us that transformation is beautiful, and it doesn't always arrive through darkness. Sometimes it arrives through color, through creativity, through possibility, through joy, absolutely. And perhaps that is why so many people are drawn to its fabulous rainbow surface. Hello, Tossia? I hope I've got that right. And deep down, it just reminds us of something we already know. There is far more magic and wonder and joy within us, let alone around us, than we have not always discovered. And it's there. Discover it. It's there. Really is. All right. That is peacock ore. Tossia, this is the crystal we've been talking about today. It is a peacock ore. I love the along here, the very long bits of the gold. It's beautiful. And when I look at it, it just sparkles. It really does. It's fabulous. It is very pretty. I do love it. All right, so let's move on to grapefruit essential oil. If peacock ore is the rainbow after the storm, and then grapefruit essential oil is the sunrise that follows it. There are definitely oils that comfort us. There are definitely oils that ground us. There are definitely oils that help us look inward. Grapefruit, like peacock ore, likes to be different, and it is entirely different. It helps us to move forward. It is one of the brightest, most optimistic oils in the aromatic world. Hello, Natalie, another wonderful teacher. Welcome. Fabulous. I'm so glad you found that interesting. Excellent. Yes, Karma. Hello, Karma, too. Lovely to see you. Um, grapefruits, grapefruit. I love the smell. It does not love me. Um, I'm fine with oranges and bergamot and yazoo and mandarins and all those other citrusy ones, but grapefruit does not like me at all. But the smell of it is just so beautiful. It's it is so cheerful. But beneath its beautiful, cheerful personality lies a very wonderful, profound teacher. And grapefruit is not all about it. It is a sunny oil, yes. It's not all about its happiness. It's about release, and it's about clearing away and any emotional heaviness. Definitely fabulous for mental chatter that goes on all the time, and definitely for energetic stagnation, and it's so that the joy can naturally return. So that's why I've paired it beautifully with peacock ore, because they both love magic and joy and wonder, and they complement each other beautifully. Many people just think of grapefruit as simply refreshing, but when you spend time with it very deeply, and I had to to get all this and to understand it, because just it's not that I don't like it, it's just my body doesn't like it, and it's okay for me to smell it, which is good, but definitely don't put it on my body. My body doesn't like it, and I can't eat the fruit. And we often think it's just refreshing, but when you spend time with it, it's you discover that beautiful oil is an oil of transformation. It really is. It helps us let go of what's become too heavy to carry, and it just reminds us that life is meant to flow, and it does that. Now, if grapefruit could ask you a question, it would ask you what what would happen if you stopped carrying that load, and especially the things that don't belong to you. What would happen? Would the world collapse? No, no, it wouldn't. And that's what it likes to show to you. Grapefruit oil is extracted from the peel of the fruit, and that's where much of its beautiful, vibrant aroma and energetic vitality reside, in the peel of it. Unlike a lot of heavier oils that seem to sink deeply into our psyche, grapefruit tends to work more like sunlight entering into a room. It's that energy. Its energy feels expansive, refreshing, cleansing, and definitely motivating. Absolutely, definitely motivating. And it can help you shift out of that emotional stagnation into movement, and a beautiful, healthy flow. Energetically, grapefruit actually encourages circulation, and not only physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. It helps move feelings, thoughts, and energy that may have come stuck, but it actually helps our physical circulation as well. So when you're working with grapefruit essential oil, you will find that you just feel lighter. And in all sense of the word, actually. You won't be physically lighter, but you will feel lighter. And your problems won't disappear, but it will feel like they have. And it's an oil that just wants to take all that from us, wants to let us know that it will take all those burdens from us and we don't have to carry them anymore. Grapefruit it's actually relatively young compared to a lot of oils. A lot of oils have been medicinal, ancient medicinal plants for a long time. Grapefruit hasn't. It is believed to have originated in the Caribbean, and during the 18th century, so really quite young, as a natural hybrid between the sweet orange and the pomelo, and that's how it came about. Its botanical name is Citrus paradisi. Yeah. No, because and this is what is with me. I can diffuse it, I can smell it, but I can't do that for too long. And no, if you are any oil or any allergy that you have, a lot of oils don't like that. And so if you can't eat the grapefruit, then don't put it on your body, because your bloodstream absorbs what you put on your body. So it's getting inside you. So yes, no. So yeah. So Citrus paradisi is its botanical name. The species paradisi translates to paradise, basically, or of paradise. So it's a beautiful title for a fruit whose beautiful, bright aroma has captivated us for a reasonable amount of time. Historically, grapefruit became associated with vitality and purification as well, and rejuvenation. Sailors valued citrus fruits, obviously, because of the long voyages they had, and so any citrus fruit, but grapefruit was particularly good for sailors and to keep them healthy on long sea voyages. And any of the citrus became a beautiful symbolic energy of protection and life and renewal. So yeah. Yes, a nutritional powerhouse. Yeah, if you can eat it, chow down. Chow down. Yes, yeah. Yes, scurvy. Yes, scurvy is not your friend at all. In folk traditions, citrus fruits represent abundance and prosperity and good fortune. It's their golden colour that links them with the sun, and their fragrance, which uplifts the spirit, and your home. Your home feels so much more lighter and vibrant when you're diffusing citrus oils. Modern aromatherapy has embraced grapefruit essential oil quite a lot, and very quickly, because of its amazing connection and ability to refresh our mood, to invigorate our senses. And today it still remains one of the most loved oils for emotional wellness and energetic renewal. There are different varieties. There is the grapefruit belongs to the Rutaceae, family. Interesting. I like that. So yes, their natural inclination would be to cook it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Fascinating. I like that. Well done, Jerry. Um, but it's commonly known as the citrus family. So the Rutaceae is the citrus family. Much easier thing to say. Uh, and it's a large botanical family. So you've got oranges, you've got lemons, you've got limes, you've got mandarins, you've got tangerines, you've got bergamot, you've got pomelo, you've got yuzu, which I mentioned earlier, but within grapefruit itself, there are several varieties too. So you have pink grapefruit. That is the most common and generally considered the brightest and most uplifting of the different varieties within grapefruit. And then you've got the ruby red, which is sweeter, not much sweeter, but slightly sweeter, and it's definitely warmer and much more energetically nurturing too. A bit like blood orange. See, I love blood orange, beautiful. And we have here too red kiwi fruit, and they are just absolutely delicious. And it's something about that red in them that makes them just so appealing. And to see that's what I love about grapefruit. It's their colour too, not only their smell. It makes me want to eat it. And then you have white grapefruit too. That is much sharper. But also cleaner and more invigorating as a oil. So they yes, you should try one. Yeah, absolutely. Blood red oranges are beautiful. They really are. You should try the ruby red grapefruit too. That when I used to eat grapefruits, it's amazing how our bodies change, eh? My body doesn't like much at the moment. But when I used to eat grapefruits, the ruby red was, so delicious. So delicious. But essential oils, they are chemically similar, but many aromatherapists notice their subtle energetic differences between them. The pink grapefruit is joy. It's joy in a bottle. The ruby red is confidence in a bottle. And white grapefruit is like clarity in a bottle. So one of the beautiful, lovely things about grapefruit essential oil is that it comes from the very part of the fruit that carries all that bright, sparkling aroma. You know, you sniff the outside of a grapefruit. That's its aroma. It's beautiful. And if you get the different fruit ones instead of the essential oil and smell them, you will notice the different aroma in their skin. So when you pick or you get a fresh grapefruit, just scratch its skin, and then you'll often see little droplets just spray into the air, and these droplets come from microscopic oil glands within the rind, and essential oil producers then collect and concentrate that precious oil, and that's how that one comes about. It is cold pressed. How they make this one, it is cold pressed. Almost all grapefruit essential oil is through the cold pressing, which is also called expression as well. No, I don't think so, Jerry. But there you go. You go and Google that and tell me. But I don't think so. Yeah. Have a look. maybe. They're not just called droplets. The oil producer does it. The fruit, the fruit is first harvested when it's fully ripe and aromatic, and then the outer peel is then punctured and pressed, or mechanically, what they call mechanically sacrificed. Oh, not sacrificed, scarified. It's probably sacrificed too, but scarified, that's the word I was looking for, to rupture those tiny little oil glands that are found just beneath the skin. And then the peel is pressed and spun, and that releases a mixture of essential oil, of fruit juice, and water. And small amounts of plant material too. So then the mixture is then filtered and centrifuged, allowing the lighter essential oil to separate from the heavy water and juice and plant material. And then what remains is beautiful grapefruit essential oil, the one that we absolutely love. Well, yes, most of us. Cold pressing is particularly important because it preserves that bright, fresh, juicy aroma that heat can damage. So a lot of them are done through heat to get the oil. So it's like capturing the sunlight directly from the fruit still, which is fabulous. Like all of us, essential oils reveal different aspects of themselves depending on what you need. And so sometimes grapefruit appears as the cheerleader, and this is like the encouraging friend who comes beside us and reminds us that things may not be so hopeless as you seem. Sometimes it will appear as the cleaner, and not just physically. It's a fabulous cleaner physically, energetically, and helps clear that emotional clutter, that chatter as well, mental fog and stagnant energy. And at other times it becomes the explorer, encouraging curiosity and adventure and openness to new experiences. Oh, excuse me, tea. Sometimes grapefruit just reveals itself as the inner sun. It's that part of ourselves that remembers joy and enthusiasm and magic and optimism, even when life becomes difficult. Its scent profile, grapefruit possesses one of the most immediately recognizable aromas in aromatherapy. And the initial impression you'll have is bright and sparkly and juicy. You'll notice that juiciness about it. It is almost effervescent. There's that fresh citrus burst that feels energetic and uplifting, and then beneath that there's that brightness, lies sort of subtle sweetness. So you've got that bright citrus burst, and then underneath you've got that beautiful sweet, subtle sweetness. Hints of tartness, obviously. If you've ever eaten a grapefruit, you'll notice a tartness, and you notice that tartness in its scent profile as well. It's just a very faint bitterness that almost keeps the scent sophisticated rather than sugary. And as the aroma develops, it starts to reveal soft green notes and clean sort of freshness that feels airy. And then, unlike orange, which if you smell orange, it feels warm and comforting, grapefruit feels much lighter and more energizing. And lemon feels sharp and focused, and grapefruit feels much more playful and expansive. It smells like sunlight dancing on water. Have you ever noticed that smell? Sunlight dancing on water? It has a smell, and it smells like that. It smells like open windows, and possibility. Possibility has a smell too. Look for it. See if you can see it. Grapefruits. Well, I have just published my book. Yes, thank you. Yes, yes, it is quite amazing, isn't it, Jen? Because it's you wonder how it gets still retains that juiciness and that vibrancy. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I've actually got 4, I think it is. That might be the 5th one, or that might be the 4th one. I can't remember. On Amazing, that place. But that's the only one that I've had printed is the poems one. There we go, Jerry. You proved me wrong. I love that. Yes, and mostly in the skin oil. Yeah, yeah. You are so right. Its origins trace back to the Caribbean, and particularly Barbados, where it is believed to have first emerged. But today it is cultivated extensively in the United States, Mexico, Israel, South Africa, Brazil, Spain, China, Australia. So it's around all over the place. Here we have it here, and it loves sunlight. I just thought being in the desert, it might be might have to water it as much. But often the plants that do love sunlight don't actually need to be too watered. So clearly that's why it does. And grapefruit just carries that beautiful brightness of the different regions where it thrives. That warmth, that growth, that expansion, and that vitality. Traditionally, grapefruit is associated with healthy circulation, lymphatic support, cleansing practices and revitalization. And it's long been valued in wellness traditions for its beautiful, refreshing qualities. Emotionally, grapefruit often supports you if you are experiencing lethargy, discouragement, or emotional heaviness. Then get that grapefruit oil out. Blend it with a whole lot of citrus oils, but make the grapefruit the key ingredient, and you just can't help being lifted. Energetically, it's used for that stagnant energy, and spiritually, it helps us to release energetic baggage, and reconnect with enthusiasm and confidence and personal vitality as well. Its energy signature, I would call it radiant renewal, because everything about the oil feels fresh and new, fresh perspective, fresh energy, fresh opportunities, fresh beginnings. It clears without being harsh. It energizes without being stimulating. It brightens without becoming superficial. And it just helps us reconnect with possibility. There are so many possibilities in our life, and look for them. Look for the one that's right for you. The chakra connections are the strongest one is the solar plexus, and that one governs our confidence, our personal power, our motivation, self-esteem, and action. And grapefruit supports that center specifically because it naturally encourages movement, forward movement, not just movement, forward movement. So when you're feeling stuck and uncertain, you're not moving forward, and if you're having a lot of self-doubt, you will be stagnant, you'll be stopped, you won't be moving forward. And grapefruit helps with that forward movement. It helps us realize that we are actually capable of moving forward too. And it reminds us that we have beautiful choices, that we are more powerful than we realize. And it's just magic, joy, and wonder. It is also connected to the sacral chakra. That is quite another important connection, because that governs our creativity and pleasure, emotional flow and joy. And grapefruit's playful. It has that playful and uplifting energy that resonates beautifully, strongly here. And it encourages us to reconnect with the delights of our world around us and inspire you. Hey, Andrea, lovely to see you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely good for that. Definitely. Now, the heart chakra, it does help with the heart chakra as well. Not as much as the other two. But it helps with the emotional heaviness. You need to bathe in it. I love that. I love it. And you can put drops of it into your bath. Go and have a bath and put some drops in it and see what happens. It helps with that heaviness around your heart. And grapefruit just helps us in a lovely, gentle way, just to release old emotional residue and invites greater openness, and gratitude, and emotional resilience. Yes, do, Andrea. I love that. Some practitioners will use it with the crown chakra as well, because it does brighten our awareness, and it does shift perspective. So it's not a mystical transcendent, it just brings spiritual lightness. And so it does get connected with the crown as well, a little bit. Grapefruit is wonderful in times of transition. When your life feels stagnant, its energy just encourages that forward movement and that fresh perspective. So in the morning, diffuse grapefruit, and that can help establish a beautiful, positive mindset for the rest of your day. Put it into, something like this, and in the blends that I've got, which I will put up on the link tree. Forgot to do it today. You can put it into a little bottle like this, and so you put essential oils in, and then you fill it up with a carrier oil. And I always like jojoba in these ones, or sweet almond. Sweet almond's nice, but because I'm putting it onto my skin loves jojoba. And and then you can take this with you and you can pop it on, because it won't stay on your skin for long, but you can pop it on as you go through your day, just to give you that lift again. The aroma just encourages alertness and motivation and optimism, and wonderful during creative projects because it helps with curiosity and enthusiasm. It helps us to relax our perfectionism, and because perfectionism can stifle our inspiration, so it helps with that. It just wants to bring joy into your life, so you can look at all joy and just know that it's going to help you through your growth periods. Hello, my beautiful Anila. Lovely to see you. Welcome. In a spiritual practice, it teaches us about new beginnings, and it just helps us let go of what's ended. We love holding on to things that have long gone, and it makes us excited about what's emerging. Now, the archetypes that are connected to grapefruit are the strongest. One is the explorer, and that archetype is curious and adventurous and open to possibilities. And so grapefruit wants to encourage us here to move beyond those familiar limitations and just discover those beautiful new horizons. It's connected to the alchemist as well, like the peacock oil, and that's quite strongly as well, because it helps transform that emotional heaviness and into movement and vitality, and it's just helps us shift that relationship that we have with when things aren't going right, with our challenges, and it just helps you to shift the way you look at it. Another archetype would be the sun child. This one is all about joy and wonder and spontaneity and enthusiasm, and grapefruit helps to connect to that part of yourself. And then I think the last one would be the encourager. This archetype believes in potential. And so it reminds us that when we do face setbacks, and we all face setbacks, but they don't define us, and new opportunities are always possible. Precautions. Grapefruit is really quite a gentle oil, but it's also phototoxic. So if you are putting it on your body and you're putting it on a body oil, just be careful about sunshine. So especially in the summer, when you're wearing short sleeves and shorts and all that, just put it on the part of the body that's not exposed. In the wintertime, smother your whole body in it. It's fine. So it can definitely increase skin sensitivity to sunlight. So avoid direct sun exposure if you're wearing it on parts of your body that have been exposed. Don't wear it on a tanning bed or anything like that. Make sure you've washed it off before you go on a tanning bed or something like that. It definitely does not like it if you have just shaved. So when if you've shaved, then leave it for 12 or 24 hours before you start using it again on your body. Yes, phototoxic. That's what I said. Phototoxic. Always dilute it. It is, I often put bergamot on my hands, but it is even more gentler than grapefruit. And so grapefruit definitely always needs to have some carrier oil with it. And be very careful if you've put it on your body. Don't touch your eyes, because your eyes will not like it at all. So be careful there. Oh, you've not heard of that before? Okay, phototoxic, and that means our skin has been increased to its sun sensitivity, so you will burn more. And when you have something phototoxic on your body. If you're taking certain medications, then definitely need to consult your healthcare professional, because grapefruit does have a lot of medication interactions. So you do have to be careful. And as I said to Jen, I think it was, if you're putting it on your body, it's also going in your body. So you do have to be very careful about that. And if you consume it, then you need to, just the fruit, then you need to definitely, and you're on some certain medications, just check with your doctor whether you should actually be eating grapefruit. And even though I said I do inhale it, I don't inhale it very often, because when you're inhaling, it's still going into your body. But that is not quite as bad. No, it's not good with statins at all. Yeah, and some other heart medications, I think, as well. Yeah. So yes, yeah, eating or putting on your body, definitely not. So if Peacock Ore is about how our transformation and our growth and our spiritual journey can become more powerful, more colourful, then grapefruit is teaching us that that can also become more joyful. It is its message is so beautifully simple. It just says to you that we're never meant to carry the whole world on our shoulders. Who here wants to do that? No one does, but we try to. And just release what isn't yours, and trust those next steps, and allow yourself to shine and shine brightly. And for sometimes that greatest spiritual breakthrough is not found in going deeper into the darkness, especially. It's found in opening the curtains and just letting the sunlight back in. And it's delightful. And I wish I could put it in my body oils, but I can't. All right. Peacock ore and grapefruit together. I think I've finished that. And some of the pairings that we've had have felt mystical. Some have felt grounding. Some have felt sort of quite deeply introspective. But peacock ore and grapefruit aren't any of those. They are transformational, but in completely different way. Together, they are about awakening joy, reclaiming confidence, rediscovering possibility, and just remembering that life is meant to be lived fully. Absolutely. It's not the pairing that you would reach for if you're going to go and head inside a cave for 6 months. You probably don't want to take that with you because you won't want to stay in the cave. But it's the pairing you reach for when you're ready to come back out of the cave, ready to create, ready to laugh, ready to shine brightly, and ready to just trust yourself again. And together they teach one of what is quite an overlooked spiritual truth, that joy is not a reward for healing. Joy is part of the healing, and we need joy to heal. We do. Absolutely. So if I was sitting with all of you together physically, we're in a circle together, we're all holding peacock ore in one hand and breathing in grapefruit from the diffuser, if you're allowed to. I would begin that beautiful circle by saying and asking the question, how many times have you convinced yourself that life will get better later? Think about that. How many times have you convinced yourself that life will get better later, or after this has happened, after the challenge, after the healing? Once I'm healed, life will get better. Once I've gone through that dark tunnel and seen the light again, life will be better. After those lessons, after the work, after everything is finally fixed. That's often what we think. But life has quite a funny little habit, because the finish line keeps moving. Have you noticed that as well? You know, you think, yay, there's the finish line. And then a week, even a couple of days later, you'll be going, here's the next challenge. And then, you know, the next lesson arrives, then the next thing asks for our attention. And before we know it, we've postponed joy again for years. So Peacock, Ore and Grapefruit just arrive with a beautiful, different message, and they will ask you, as two of them together will say, well, what if joy isn't waiting at the end of the journey? What if joy is meant to travel beside you? And it's a hard one to learn, but it's a beautiful one to learn if you can. Get that joy into your life. Get that joy, because that is a catalyst for amazing healing. A peacock ore is fascinating because it doesn't hide its colours. It doesn't apologise for them. It doesn't tone them down. It doesn't say, well, maybe I should be a bit less bright. Maybe I should fit in. Maybe I should make myself smaller. Instead, it shines. It shines completely, unapologetically. And perhaps that is one of a beautiful message, and probably one of the greatest lessons that a crystal offers, is that, you know, how often do we spend dimming our light? We have beautiful lights that want to come out and shine, and we spend a lot of time dimming them. And we don't do it intentionally. It happens gradually. It can happen through disappointment or through criticism. Someone said something to you, through responsibility, through just surviving, and that dims your light. And eventually then we forget how naturally bright we once were. But Peacock Ore reminds you. Peacock Ore reminds you. Is that you sending me lots of pictures, Jerry? I can hear my computer out there going bing, bing, bing. I'll have a look in a minute. Peacock Ore, it reminds us who we truly are. And Grapefruit then helps us release those things that are preventing us from expressing it. So one awakens and one clears, and one illuminates and one refreshes. But together they create beautiful forward movement. Now perhaps you've noticed that some people can be trapped by their healing, in their healing as well. You know, they might spend years analyzing every wound, every challenge, every mistake, every shadow, and that's beautiful. It's, you know, self-awareness is valuable, but eventually healing must become living. And so eventually we have to stop endlessly digging through the soil and actually begin planting the flowers. And this pairing helps with that transition. It helps you honor your journey, and it helps you create something beautiful from it. Get on with the business of living, absolutely, with joy, with wonder, and with magic. And there is something actually really quite wonderful, wonderfully rebellious about joy. The world often likes to teach us and tell us that seriousness equals importance, you know? Yet some of the wisest souls you'll ever meet laugh, and they laugh often. They play often, they create often, and they wonder often. And so peacock oar and grapefruit remind us that joy is not frivolous. Joy is fuel. Joy is medicine. Joy is resilience. And it is power. It is very powerful. Very powerful. And when you start working with this pairing consistently, you'll start noticing subtle shifts. You will begin to say yes more often to yourself. You will become more creative. You will become more spontaneous and more expressive. You will stop waiting for someone to give you permission, and you will start trusting your own beautiful inspiration. And some of you are probably thinking, but what if I fail? Because that little monkey on your shoulder, he likes to drop that in. What if I fail? But that's the gift of peacock oar and grapefruit. It's not perfection. It's not certainty. It's not possibility. It is possibility, sorry. And possibility is where all transformation begins. And if you can do that with joy, wonder, and magic, all the better. After 20, 30 minutes with these two, something fascinating actually starts to happen. Your body does feel lighter. And I haven't got the grapefruit or the grapefruit essential oil, but I've got the peacock oil just sitting here right in front of me. And I feel much more uplifted and lighter over this time that we've been talking together. And your mind feels clearer. Your emotional landscape feels much more spacious. Colors appear brighter. Looking at that painting behind me, those colors just feel so much more vibrant after having this sitting here with me for an hour 43. Your creativity begins flowing so much more naturally, and the world just feels more alive. Ignore the links, I sent the photos. First for confirmed bore night, and the last two are yours, okay? And your opinion has changed. It's vivid, but not as insanely as bismuth, which has been on my mind lately. Yes, you've been talking a lot about bismuth, haven't you? Yeah. Interesting. I'll have a look in a sec and I'll show them. Peacock oar awakens your imagination. Grapefruit just refreshes the senses, and together they create what feels almost like an energetic spring cleaning. The mental clutter and chatter just starts dissolving. The emotional heaviness starts loosening. Fresh inspiration starts arriving, and lots of people will describe feeling as though someone has opened all the windows inside their soul. So fresh air is entering in, light enters in, and movement starts to return. Your body starts to get in more in flow, and then the possibility returns as well. So I have some blends for you, which I will put onto the link tree. So I've got a beautiful, what I called a rainbow awakening oil. And you can use this. You don't need to use this all over your body. It's quite nice to use it as on your wrists, behind your ears, on your heart space, and on your solar plexus as well, when you're journaling or doing creative work or something like that. and it's got grapefruit and bergamot and sweet orange and a little bit of ginger. Just add a little bit of something. And I feel like this blend, even though I can't try it, to me it feels like it will give confidence and enthusiasm and just joyful expression. Then I've got the face oil blend. Again, just be careful of this if you're going out in the sun and haven't if you're going to put sunscreen on your face, put your oils, your serums, your oils on first and then put your sunscreen on. So this is a beautiful face oil. I do this one with bergamot and yuzu. Yuzu is beautiful. We must talk about yuzu. I don't think we have. Pretty sure we haven't. So in this one we've got jojoba oil, rosehip oil, camellia oil. This just makes it something a bit more special. If you can find a camellia carrier oil, it is beautiful. And then you add grapefruit, neroli, and frankincense in this one. Beautiful. It is. Let me type it in there. My keyboard is way over here. That's it. And neroli and frankincense just add something to the grapefruit beautifully. So keep the peacock oil beside them, because you need to let your oils, when you blend them, to last before you use them, for at least 12 to 24 hours. So keep your peacock oil beside them, and then as you massage this into your face, just imagine that you're polishing your inner light, and it's just beautiful for that. Then I have created a hydrosol spray. I love hydrosol sprays. Spray them all around your spaces. They're beautiful. And this one I've put rose hydrosol and orange blossom hydrosol. They marry up beautifully together. Then you need distilled water, and then grapefruit, and you need some vegetable glycerin to hold it all together so it sprays evenly. So you're not just getting the water out, or you're not just getting the essential oil out. It just wraps itself around everything that's in the bottle and sprays it evenly. And I've loved doing the Marla blends. I think these are beautiful. If you are following me and you come to my Marla live, I've been loving putting that on my fingers when I've been doing the Marla myself. It just adds that aroma to the meditation, and it just creates something beautifully different. So with that one, I've got jojoba, grapefruit, sweet orange, and a drop of ginger as well. And then just especially good on the crystal. I've got mostly crystal Marla beads. I do have one set of wood ones. The wood ones especially love the oil. They really do. And the crystals are fine with it too. But the wood ones especially love the Marla oil. It just helps them stay from drying out as well. And then I've got a beautiful tea for you to try. I don't put grapefruit in it myself. So I used this blend, and I thought grapefruit would go very well with it. I put orange peel in this one myself. But this one is hibiscus, rose hips, lemon balm, calendula petals, and dried grapefruit, a dried orange. So I have the orange peel in mine, and when you've blended it all together and put your water in, then once it's steeped, add a little bit of honey. Just a little bit of honey. It's lovely. So, if peacock oil could speak, what do you think it would say? I reckon it would say, show the world your colours. You have beautiful colours. Show the world. And if Grapefruit could speak, I think it would say, release everything that dims your light. And that way you can show your beautiful colors as well. So, together they are beautiful. Together they tell us that we aren't meant to spend our life on this earth surviving. We were put here. We came here to create, to shine, to explore, and to experience wonder, and to believe that the most vibrant version of ourselves is here to shine in this world. And sometimes the greatest spiritual path is not found. Yes, sometimes it is, but it's not found in becoming more serious. Definitely not for me. I find that it's found in becoming more alive, more joyful, more wondrous. So yeah, absolutely. Right, Jerry's crystal. Let's have a look-see. There we go. So, hang on. What is that one? So what did you say? The first four are combined borite. And then the last two are mine. Okay. So, this... I have to just get them all there. Oops. I sent you a... I have to do this before I can see them. Duh. Come on. There we go. Oh, I think I sent you another smiley face. Alright, so the first four are confirmed borite. So that is those two there are borite and borite, and then the last two are yours. So that's the borite. So the last two are yours. That one's gorgeous. I love that one. That's beautiful. And so you've got this one, the blue one, and the bottom one. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, okay. Well, those are the last four that I've got here. So the last four... Yes, yeah, much more saturated, definitely. Asia has so much of, never heard of, I don't think we grow uzu here. And pomelo, yep, and other tropical fruits grown in southern Florida. Yes, that doesn't surprise me at all that they're grown there. All right. Who wants to meditate? Who wants to meditate? Me, Anila, me. I love it. I love it. I should, it's already loaded up actually. I should just play that, shouldn't I? I should just play that. So you can do this. I'll put the card up afterwards. So let's go into... I don't think you'll hear it as good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Now I'm not going to play with my my beautiful peacock ore. It's just going to sit here, and its energies are just going to come in. I am going to have a sniff of my mala though. Oh, that one's beautiful. All right. Let's just settle in. Take a slow but a beautiful, comfortable breath. And then just allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. If you have Peacock ore, hold it in your hands. Otherwise, just imagine the one I've showed you and the ones Jerry's showed you in your hand. Notice its colours. It's beautiful, beautiful colours. The blues, the purples, the flashes of gold, the greens. Tiny rainbows frozen within storm. A stone. It's not a storm. It's a stone. And then just imagine that beautiful aroma of grapefruit. It's bright, it's fresh. It is so alive. It's like sunlight made visible, even when there are clouds in the sky. If you smell grapefruit essential oil or the fruit, you will feel like sunshine is shining in. So take another breath. And another. Just allow the scent and the crystal to become companions. Not objects, they are companions. They're friends. Friends who have arrived to walk beside you. And just settle deeper into relaxation. Just imagine yourself standing upon a winding path, and the sky above is painted with soft dawn colours: rose gold, amber, lavender, pale turquoise. And the air feels warm and welcoming. And ahead of you stretches a long avenue lined with ancient grapefruit trees. Hundreds of them, thousands perhaps. And their branches arch overhead, creating a gorgeous cathedral of leaves and fruit. And sunlight, it just filters through their canopy. Golden light dances across the pathway. And the scent, the scent is exquisite. Fresh grapefruit, warm earth, morning dew, blooming flowers. It's a fragrance so beautiful, it almost feels impossible. Yet it's here. It's waiting for you. So you begin walking. The path beneath your feet feels soft, comfortable, safe. And each step brings you deeper into the grove. And the further you travel in, the more vibrant everything becomes. The leaves, they seem greener. The fruit glows brighter. The sunlight becomes richer. And the songs of the birds just fill the air. It even seems like laughter is drifting on the breeze. And somewhere deep inside, something begins awakening. Not something new, something forgotten. And you notice the grapefruit hanging from the trees. They are unlike any fruit you have ever seen. Each one radiates a beautifully different color. Some glow golden. Some are blush pink. Some shimmer silver. And others carry the exact colors of peacock ore, the deep sapphire, the brilliant violet, the emerald green, and the turquoise. And rainbow after rainbow hangs from every branch. And as you walk beneath them, you realize that each fruit contains a gift, a quality, a blessing, a forgotten part of yourself. And the first tree you approach carries fruit glowing with warm golden light. And as you reach out and touch one, the fruit dissolves into light. And that light, it enters into your heart. Instantly, you remember every moment in your life when you felt truly confident. Moments when you trusted yourself. When you spoke your truth. Moments you stood tall. And you realize these qualities, they never left you. They were just sleeping. And as you continue deeper into the grove, the next tree holds vibrant pink fruit. And you reach out and you touch one, and the warmth spreads through your chest. Old disappointments begin melting away. Old heartbreaks. Old regrets. Old wounds. Not erased, just transformed. And you see that every experience carried a lesson. Every ending carried a beginning. Every loss created space for something new. And the grove becomes brighter. The colors become so much more vivid. And now you begin noticing the peacock ore is changing within your hand. The colors move, they shift, they flow like liquid light. Tiny rivers of rainbow energy moving through the stone. And you realize the crystal is responding to you, reflecting you, showing you the colors that already exist within your own spirit. And ahead you discover a vast, beautiful clearing. And at its center stands an enormous tree, far larger than all the others. Its trunk is wider than a house. Its branches stretch into the heavens. And hanging from every branch are rainbow grapefruit. Thousands upon thousands. It's the tree of possibility. And you walk slowly toward it. And the closer you come, the more you notice something extraordinary. Every fruit contains a vision. a future possibility, a dream, an opportunity, a path not yet taken. One fruit shows creativity. Another shows adventure. Another shows abundance. Another shows friendship. And another shows healing. And then another shows joy and wonder and magic. Entire futures hanging above you like stars. And many people believe there is only one path, one destiny, one right answer. But the tree of possibility reveals something very different. Life is far more generous than that. There are countless futures available, countless opportunities, countless ways to grow, to flourish. And the universe is not asking you to find the one perfect path. It's asking you to choose one that makes your soul feel alive and want to dance. So take time here. Just walk among the roots. Touch the trunk. Sit beneath the branches. Allow yourself to imagine. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to remember those things that excite you, that inspire you. What lights you up from within? Sit with it. Feel it. And as you rest beneath the tree, a beautiful light wind begins moving through the grove. The grapefruit trees start to sway, the leaves shimmer, sunlight dances, and the air fills with sparkling particles of rainbow light. The peacock ore starts to grow warm within your hand. And suddenly the grove itself begins speaking, not in words, in knowing, in feeling, in truth. And its message is very simple. You are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to enjoy your life. You are allowed to follow joy. You are allowed to shine. You are allowed to become more than you have ever been. And for many people, these permissions are so much more powerful than any prophecy, more powerful than any vision, more powerful than any revelation, because so often the soul simply needs permission to bloom. The sun begins slowly rising higher. Its golden light washes across the grove, across the fruit, across the trees, across your face and your heart. And every place where doubt once lived begins filling with light. And every place where fear once lingered begins softening. And every place where hope was forgotten begins awakening. Now the Peacock ore releases one final gift. A single rainbow beam emerges from the crystal. It enters your solar plexus, your center of confidence and power, your center of growth, and there it remains, a permanent reminder, a rainbow sun living within you, one that can never truly go out. And slowly the grove begins fading. The trees remain behind, the fruit remains behind, the sunlight remains behind. Yet they do also come with you, because they're not separate from you. They never were separate from you. They are reflections of qualities that already live within your soul. And as you return to waking awareness, just know that Peacock ore has reminded you of your colors, your beautiful, vibrant colors, your creativity, and your potential. And grapefruit essential oil has helped clear away the dust that may have hidden them. And so you return carrying sunlight in your heart, possibility in your mind, and a beautifully renewed trust in life's ability to surprise you with beauty. And whenever you hold Peacock ore again and breathe the scent of grapefruit, the rainbow grove will still be there, waiting among the trees, ready to remind you just how brightly you are always meant to shine. When you're ready, you can slowly and gently open your eyes, wiggle your toes and your fingers, stretch if you want to. Just come back into the space that you're in and look around it. Look around and see the wonder and joy in just that one small little area. Oh, I love it. I love that. So glad, Maribel. I'm so glad. That's me if you're new to my lives. That is where you can find me and follow me if you want to and see all the things that I do and provide for. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. It's my highlight of the week, actually, making those meditations, and it is live. I will put the card up for it, so if you want to do it again, it is that one. It is live. Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, see, the energy came from this beautiful crystal. It really did. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Yes, yes. Someone asked me a wee while ago, so I've been putting them probably for about the last 4 weeks. I think they've been going on there. So this is probably the 5th one I've put up, I think, from our journeys with our crystal and essential oil. They are there. I've been putting them into a playlist, which I think is public. Let's have a look, because you can just find them all there then. If you go to my so if I go to my teacher profile, no, I will make them. I'll make them public so that you can just find them there. Where do I go for that? Go there. Go playlists. So there's 4 in there. I'm sure I did 5, but I'll have a look at that. Now, how do I? I'm not sure. No, don't want that. Nope, go away. Anybody? Oh, there we go. Share. Copy link. And then maybe if I add it to a folder. Here I'm just yabbering away to myself. Don't you love that? I'll find. You can do it all day long. Yabber away to yourself. I'll find me again. I can see that I'm live, but let's do this. Find me again. And then if I add it to a folder. No, that's not going to work. Okay, I will work out how to do that. And then I'll instead of trying to do it while I'm talking to you, I will do that. I will put it in a folder on my profile so that you can just access those from there without having to search them all. So I also do a tea one every week as well, and I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 weeks too, and this is this week's one. So this is a little tea journey that takes you on, you can have with your cup of tea in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, and go on a little wee journey with your cup of tea. And that's yeah. I'll have to look, Maribel. Vivian Gerard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm friends with her, so. My pleasure, Jen. My pleasure. Yes, so the blends will be up. I might do them now. Otherwise, I'll do them tomorrow. I'll see how I go. I can hear my husband cooking we usually have our main meal at lunchtime, but we got waylaid, and so we're going to have it in a minute, and I can hear him cooking. Isn't he a darling? Yes, so that is a lovely little tea journey to go on. And I did another one this week too. I got so motivated. Must have been because I knew I was going to start talking about peacock ore. So that is another one I did. That is a candle meditation. So I might do one of those once a week as well, because I love candle meditations. If you've never meditated with a candle, you should try it. It is wonderful, wonderful. Hello, Amanda. Lovely to see you. Beautiful. Yes, so those are the beautiful ones. Ah, okay. Oh, thank you, Jen. That's beautiful of you. Bless you. And that is a beautiful way to support me. It's not, it is a beautiful way, but there is so many other ways too. Just by coming to my lives, listening to my tracks, and then listening to them again the next day. And that really helps. And giving them 5 stars. If you don't want to give them 5 stars, don't give them anything. That's what we like to say. And yes, just keep coming back. Keep coming back. But thank you so much. So much. And mailing crystals. Yes, crystals are amazing. They are amazing things. If you've never really got into crystals, oh, you're a darling. You don't know where to send them though, do you? I love that. I love that. Yes, that is a beautiful way to support me, is by sending me things. The spooker. I think that address is actually my address. So, I'm not sure whether their postal address is actually my address. Our son has so many things of his mail. Most of it goes online, but other things they like to send you, and he gets them sent here. He often gets parcels sent here too, because his actors for the spookers, it's a haunted house thing in forest. They have a forest, and in the summertime they do a corn maze where they have actors leaping out with and scaring you from the corn maze. And they need a lot of makeup and special makeup, and so that often turns up here too. So, oh well. Ah, dear, love it, love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Anila. Yes, the corn maze is a loved thing, and this is only he's owned it for, I'm not sure how long, but the people before him, they used to do a corn maze, and then they stopped doing it, and so he decided to bring the corn maze back, because it is something quite special about being lost in a corn maze and some scary person jumping out and scaring the life out of you. So it is fun, Anila. It is my pleasure, Maribel. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right, my lovelies. I have had a lot of tea, and you know where that needs to take me. So I hope to see you again soon. In a couple of days, I will be... No, we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that either. We will be doing... No, we won't be doing that. Where is it? Where is it? We will be doing, it's not there, we will be doing our Mala live. And what are we up to? We did the crown. And so we are up to the spirit star, spirit. Oh, what are we doing? See if I can find it, because my brain has gone to mush now. And yeah, we did the crown last week, and so the Stellar Gateway. That's right, we're doing the Stellar Gateway next week. And so yes, that is on this Saturday. So we're moving up above our head now for the next few weeks, and working on those chakras above us. So, and actually, I'm considering adding one. Ah, thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. I'm considering adding one at the end to do a meditation with our aura as well. So we shall see. Thank you so much, Jerry. That's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, my loves. Thank you so much. Love to you all. Blessings to you all. And add some wonder and joy and magic into your lives this week. And we will see you next week. No, we will see you in a couple of days. Bye. Thanks, Andrea.